Morning, each and every one of you. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm just going to give it a few minutes actually to allow you to join, because this is live and I'm sure I'll appreciate you probably may be working, you may be in your office, and you may actually put a schedule in to purposely join me this morning, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll do my best to give you a wave whoever comes through before I start this chat. I can see there's a few of you already, so I'm going to give you a little wave. And by allowing people to come through, let me just give you a little slight introduction. My name's Nathan Honus, and basically my passion is to help people to develop a flexible diet what suits their lifestyle, and it's for the everyday person. That's what's important. There's so many diets out there right now, but I'm here to sort of give you another perspective. For myself, I can honestly say I have a fit and healthy life, and I have a body to be proud of, not just now because I'm actually, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm under 4 weeks before getting on stage for Beachbody, an international model. But even if I'm not competing, I have a strategy for myself that I'm all year round feel that I'm fit and healthy, and I've got a body to be proud of. And I think that's what I think everybody can have. And it's a real shame there's so many people out there who have the belief system that they don't think they can achieve that long term. And I'm here to try to change that belief and help each and every one of you of that. Now, if you can experience that, maybe you felt that way before, then leave a comment that you feel like, if you're not really on it, that you feel like, you don't feel as fit and healthy, then leave a comment. Or if you're one of these people as well, which have a strategy of all year rounds, where you've got a body to be proud of and you feel fit and healthy, again, say, yes, that's me. Either way, we're all on the planet for a journey, and hopefully this will reach a few of you today. So I'm going to give you a few more wave. So first of all, what's my belief of flexible diet before I go into the importance of tracking? Well, my belief is having a plan or nutrition intake that works for you all year round, and it's sustainable and it's going to keep you fit and healthy. That's my belief system of flexible dieting, and I think a big part of getting this right is tracking your food. Now, I'm not going to say that you need to track your food all year round, but every now and then really does do you good. Now, there's actually 4 stages, and I normally teach people on a one-to-one, but I'm only going to go briefly into 3 because these are important. But everyone who starts a journey of wanting to lose weight, which tends to be what it seems to be, or just want to eat a bit better, number 1 is you're going to go into naturally a shift in state. Because let's face it, it's because the reason why you want to change is because you've got that much discomfort that you're not happy where you are. And it tends to be that it's some sort of connection with certain foods that you need to get rid of. So that's why I've called it shift in state, because you need to change that first. So that's the first phase. Then, once you achieve that first goal, you then naturally may go into what I call steady state. Now, shift in state, you probably will need to track your food, or I'd highly recommend to. And I'm going to go into these principles why. But when you're in steady state, because you've learnt that new way, it's good to just chill out. You may not want to track your food, and that's totally fine. Now, when you get the result and you've got the all-round physique, if you like, that shift in state, you don't need to go in as long. At the beginning, it might take several weeks, say 16, could be 12, whatever it is. But then, once you get that strategy right, you may only need to go into shifting state for 3 weeks every now and then, just to clean up your act, yeah? But then we go into this next stage, which tends to be more of a wider, spread over, more of a focus when it comes to your fit and well-being or whatever it may be. And that is shaping state. Now, that might be just shaping that you want to improve your muscle, and that's fine. But it could be that you're shaping towards some sort of special event, and that's good as well. But understand, both of these, shifting and shaping, is very different, and they require slightly different in terms of food intake. But both of these could be fantastic when you're tracking your foods. And again, at steady state is when you don't necessarily need to, so you can almost have a bit of headspace. Okay, so let's go into the importance of food tracking. And I've noted some key principles down here, okay? So let's go into that. Number 1, from tracking your food, whether that's going to be, most people know about the MyFitnessPal. That's one I'll use. That may be the one. In fact, leave a comment if you've done some sort of food tracking. What app have you used? Has it been MyFitnessPal, or has it been one of the others which has been out there? I know they've got, I'm going to give you a few more waves actually. There you go. I know there's one on the Fitbit, isn't there? I think the Apple has one. There's lots of different ones. So leave a comment what one you've used in the past, and has it been successful? Maybe just go, yes, it's been really good for me, or whatever it is. So number one, I think it's fair to say, if you're tracking your food, it increases your mindfulness, doesn't it? Because mindfulness is all about focus, isn't it? And sort of zoning out and sort of just appreciating the moments, yeah? And when you're tracking the food, it requires that you and the tracking, that bit of mindfulness for you. So that's number one. So number two, it provides you a better understanding of your current eating habits. And I can really relate to this, because when I started doing my shifting state this time, which was around about 8 weeks ago or whatever, I was realising that I created some bad habits there. So I ended up having something sweet every day. I was either having like puddings, or I was having like sweety snacks. I was having just on the road, just grabbing something and having like a bar. So this is a habit which brought my awareness when I was tracking. Another thing is, are you waiting for it? I got the coffee. I was having cappuccinos. And can you see that on there? The boss. That's me. It's not really in this household, it's Sarah. But you can be the boss of yourself, can't you? So that's a quite good affirmation for you. Are you being a boss of you? So I just lost track there. So that's that one. So number three is it informs you how nutrition dense the food is. So how much is in that? Because it will give you all the breakdown of that. Okay? Because what I'll do in a sec, again, I'll go back to the flexible diet. I've got 4 principles of that, but I'll go into that bit. How important that is. Because obviously if you do want to be healthy and fit, that is important. We know that, don't we? We need a certain level of nutrients. We need the minerals, don't we? The fat solubles, A, D, E and K. That's what they say. So we need the fats. A lot of people, there's a stigma about we don't need fat. We really do. And your water solubles is your B's and C's. So obviously that means you basically weigh it out. That's why that you may have been here before where you've had vitamin C as a tablet, or you've had a multivitamin which has got high in vitamin C. You probably find your first wee is yellow, really strong, and that's because obviously you probably haven't used it, so you've probably weeded it out. So yeah, that's that one. So number 4 is, I can really agree with this as well. It gives you some form of accountability, doesn't it? Because you have to be accountable for you, that you're going to record that into that app. And that's pretty good for that. The accountability is key. I'm just going to have a sit. So yeah, that's really important, that accountability. And I know some days when the going gets tough, you can so easily sort of get yourself out of it, but it just gives you that little nudge to go, no, I'm going to keep this going. By the way, I'll give you a few more of you a wave. There you go, hey. Let's have a look. There we go. A few more waves. Hello, Monica. You're the one who just popped up there. Great stuff. So what was that? Number 4, accountability. Really important. Number 5. 5 already. Number 5 is it helps you balance your total calories and macronutrients throughout the day. Now, obviously, calories is really important. In fact, let's just go on off track here. The 4 principles with flexible diet. Number 1 is how much you eat is more important than what you eat for weight loss. Okay, if you want to lose weight, it goes down to the calorie intake. And I remember many years ago, I'd done this plan, and it was a detox plan. Actually, it was brilliant. I felt really healthy on it. But one of the principles that had all these different things you can have. One of them was you couldn't have any carbs, but you can have veg and meat. But you can have as much as you like. But you didn't have to count your calories. But you could have certain fruits as well. But I got that good over time at working it, I ended up not losing weight anymore. And it was only when I tracked it, I realised it's because I was having more calories. Although it was really healthy food, and I was having loads of it, the reason why I won't get any more of the result back in the day with that was because I wasn't tracking it. So yeah, what you intake or how much you intake is more important than what it is. And then number 2 with this flexible diet is you got to have foods you enjoy. Yeah, you got to look at the foods what you enjoy, and from the food you enjoy, it's sustainable. Yeah, so that's really important. Number 3, I'm going to brush by these really quick before I get back on this. Number 3 is make sure a lot of the foods what you eat, whilst you got to enjoy it, they've got to have high nutrients and minerals in it, or you do your best you possibly can with that. And number 4, which is the most important, and I can't express this enough because I've been there before as well, make sure whatever routine you've chosen, it fits in with your lifestyle. Because there's intermittent fasting, there's little and often, there's 3 meals a day, there's all these different ones, but if they don't fit into your busy schedule or your routine whatsoever, then it's going to be pointless because you're not going to sustain it. Because all these work, but it's whether they work for the individual, and that's what you need to find out. Anyway, back onto here. So number 6, it helps you reach your goals. It really does help reach your goals. Because like I said, what we've already discussed, of course it's going to, because you've been tracking everything, you're seeing everything, it works out your actual calories and macros for you anyway. The only thing I think is a bit flawed in the FitnessPal, can't comment on the other ones, but sometimes it drops your protein levels. So sometimes we may need to shift that protein up a little bit. And obviously that is really important with getting that right, but not as important, as I said, as the calories. So it helps you reach your goals. Really does, because it helps you almost set them goals for you. Number 7, it gives you options, because you've got it all there and you know what the calories is on that day. If, for example, you know you're going out that day, you can accommodate that with other things. Now you might be asking, yeah, but I'm not going to track everything to perfection. You don't need to be honest with you. It's what I call a guesstimate. So long as, because obviously, let's face it, when you go out and eat, you're not going to know exactly what the ingredients are, but you know thereabouts what the calories are going to be, because you'll have the experience and the education from all this, what I've said before, and you'll kind of work that out anyway. But the main thing is it will give you that bit to go, okay, I'm eating out tonight, I'm going to have a lot, so I'm going to pre-plan what I'm going to be doing through the day in order to accommodate that. It's really good to use that. And number 8 is, which is kind of what I've already said, which kind of led on. That's amazing about these. It sort of does lead on anyway. It allows you to plan well ahead. So if you know, like I said, you're having that day where you're going to go out, or you're going to go out for a meal and you're not necessarily cooking it yourself, you can kind of implement the best you can of what you're going to be eating through the day, which means you can counterbalance it. Yeah? So they're the 8 principles. So I hope that really helped. And either if it sort of shouts out to one of you and go, I'm going to do food tracking, then fantastic, brilliant. Obviously, I always love to just help people, and even if I can just inspire that one person who's listened today, that'd be absolutely amazing. I see there's a few more coming on, so I'm going to give you a few more a wave. It's been fantastic to see so many of you, because like I said, it is the daytime, and I'm sure you're busy at work. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. By all means, I'm happy for you to obviously drop me an inbox, Nathan Lower School Honus, and obviously any comments or anything related to this particular subject, just leave a link. Leave a comment, and obviously give us a like. And if you've actually watched this on repeat, it'd be great for you to comment on it after as well. But thank you very much. Have a good day, and hopefully, you'll see me soon. So see you later.